he said I didn't need to see him unless my other doctor said that I needed to. And so I went back to the optometrist after a period of time. I went back to him to test it, but I told him that my eyes were changing and I didn't know worse or better. I didn't know. I just knew that every time I read, the glasses come off. And because I can't read with them on. And
So that was different.
Yeah. And so I went to, I went there and the nurse tested my eyes and did the old lens thing, you know, and read it and then put it on the computer. And he came in, he did the same thing and put it on the computer. And then he did a bunch of stuff on the computer and came back to me and did it again. And I said, what's going on? And he says, well, your eyesight's showing about 25% better than your lenses are prescribed. And I says, well, do I need new lenses? And he says, well, I don't want to say that at this point because you're diabetic and your eyes will change. And so I said, well, when do we need to see you? And he says, well, another week, because the other doctor wants to know what's going on, because he actually talked to the doctor. And that's the specialist. And so a week later, which was last week, we went in and had another one, and it was consistent with what he found before. And they did it twice that time too, the nurse and then him, and they found it to be consistent with not 25% better.
Wow.
And he says, but I want to see you in a month, and you can get lenses if you want, or you can wait that month or whatever you want to do. It's not going to hurt your eyes to have those lenses. So I said, well, I'll wait and see. And he says Dr. Carver would want to know what we find at that point. And so we just put it off until June 9th when I can go in and have my eyes tested again, and then have the photo shoot of the back of my eyes to see how the retinopathy is coming. And then it will go, that information will go to Dr. Carver, and then my optometrist and him will decide if there's anything they need to do.
And you've noticed that because of the diabetic dietary supplement you've been taking?
That's the only thing that I've really changed. That's the only thing. Everything else is pretty much the same. It's quite a bit of a difference. I know that. So.
That's great. That's really great news, though. Be able to see that 25% improvement in your eyes.
Yep. So that's kind of fun, you know. To
Oh,
see
totally.
It improve.
Yeah. How many people have that happen?
Wow.
Oh well, I told the doctor that I was taking
Herbs.
that herbal formula and for my diabetes, and he says, hey, that's the only thing different, but you keep doing it, we'll see what happens. So,
Sweet. That's great.
he's not negative on it. Neither is my regular doctor. He says if it's doing something for your blood sugar, then keep doing it.
What have you noticed in your blood levels since
Well,
you've been on this
actually,
product?
I was a little high last week. Oh, just under 200, probably average, in the morning. And I have 2 different medicines for diabetes,
Mm-hmm.
and one ran out on Thursday, and the other one ran out this morning. But my blood sugar was 155 this morning, without one of them.
Wow.
So it actually came down without the one pill that they gave me. These are some of those little things I got to talk to my doctor about and see where we're headed. But he's willing to work with the herbal stuff too.
Really?
If it works, do it.
Well, that's wonderful.
More and more doctors are coming around.
Yeah. And he knows that my feet have better feeling than what they did before.
Since you've been on this?
Yeah, because he's worked on my toes when I've had problems, and so.
Oh, you've already had problems with your toes.
Yeah, she's had
Numbness.
neuropathy.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Yeah, diabetic neuropathy. That's the very first thing I noticed about being diabetic, was my feet started going numb. That's probably been 20 years. But it wasn't diagnosed until 2000 when some other things started happening. My blood sugar really got, out of control. So,
Oh, Dr. Pepper.
so